Yo, what is going on YouTube? Lucky Madman here, coming at you with another video. Here today we talk about the latest update to Summoners War, the 6.0.8 update, and I just thought I'd give you guys my quick thoughts about it. So, I'm actually not going to look at the notes. I'm just going to cover through the update and let you know what they've done. You can always cross-reference this back to the update notes. I'm kind of going to go down that list. The first thing that was released is Transmog. So, if you guys will see over here to the left, there are 3 Transmogs instead of 5 for Halloween. So, this is a different approach. This is probably the first time we've seen a Transmog pack come out with only 3 monsters. The packs are $30 each in US, or $46.99 in Australian, or $70 for all 3. The monsters here are Ifrits, Chimeras, and Vampires. We're just going to quickly have a look at the animations of these monsters and give you guys a quick run through of what my thoughts are, because I already had a quick peek at these earlier today on stream. So we'll go through. So something you'll see here is the Chimera actually gets a hammer with these attacks. So you'll see it in slow motion. Bang. Bonk. Bonk. And then Tails' third skill is the Crush. Dropping a star. Looks pretty cool. I really am a fan of this hammer animation. It's kind of cute. The Chimera skin is kind of cute. And it's a pretty interesting concept, to say the least. So I think it's pretty cool. I like the hammer. I like the change of approach they decided to go with here. Let's check out the Rakan skin. So first skill again has a hammer. Second skill, Unleash Fury. As you can see, it comes up with a little animation here of the normal Rakan skin. So as you can see, that's pretty cool how it does that. And then let's see Collapse. As you guys can see, Collapse does a array of stars before it hits the enemy monster. I feel like the animation's quite lackluster on Rakan when it comes to that third skill. I just feel like it needed a little bit more of an oomph to it. It seems like it's missing something there, to be honest. But I do like the how the Rakan does pop up there, and the bonk with the first skill. Let's look at the other one's third skills, because they're the only ones really different. So here you go. You can see the lightning effect. It's pretty cool. Stars seem like the animation they're going with. As you can see, the score is the same as before. Holy Calling. As you can see, it calls out the Shan, which is pretty nice. I like how it incorporates the original skin of the monster in the skills. And Zeratu owners, let's see. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Triple bonk. And it unleashes the Zeratu within him with this skin. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cute. Cute and fuzzly. Last thing you want to do is get beat on by a cute little Chimera here with the hammer. Seems kind of potent, you know? Imagine that violent procking in you on Guild defense. Alright, let's check out the Ifrits real quick. Alright, so let's start off with Theomars. So it looks like it's shooting out a little ghost. The Triple Crush also shoots out ghosts. I don't know, to me when I first saw this, it looked really lackluster. I like how the skin looks, but the ghost animation, it just... I think it's missing something. It's missing something. It's pretty cool, but I don't think it's going to trump the Guardian skin that we can actually obtain now. So, alright, let's see Tessarion. Tessarion actually does a little bit more to his effect when he lands in Oblivion, which you can't see when it zooms in. It's kind of a waste. So we've got to kind of see it from this angle here. You'll see him do a little bit of a backflip when it applies the Ancient Power or the Oblivion. So that's pretty cool. Super Crush. Okay. Interesting. And I like his third skill. The Mac Crush makes a graveyard show up. And it just dumps a lot of damage in. That looks pretty cool. I like the moon effect that does pop up in the background. That is pretty nice. Alright, Elsharion should have the same effects as the Tessarion, which it does. Nothing special there. Does it do a backflip? I mean, we won't actually know if it still is a buff here, but I assume if it still is a buff, it might actually do a backflip, because it applies the passive. So, that's what might happen there. Veramos's only skill is the Super Crush, and the basic first skill, so nothing too crazy there. Kind of a letdown. I kind of expected a little bit more from them. Like, visually, they look pretty cool. I think, skill animation-wise, besides the Wind Ifrit's third, it's kind of... 6 out of 10, maybe. Looking at the Chimeras, they're pretty cool. I like how cute and fuzzly they are. But that hammer seems pretty potent. Alright. Vampires, really quickly. I keep clicking the wrong button. Let's go into Vampires. Alright, so... the first skill here shoots out like little cookies. Weaken. Drops a pumpkin full of lollies on their head. In Killing Wave, the third skill, Brings out a moon. It looks like shoots out more bat cookies. So that's a pretty cool animation. I like that one, but who really uses a water vampire? Unless this is hints towards a new buff that might be incoming. Alright, let's see. Vertiheal. So now everyone wants to know if Vertiheal skills are faster. From what we've gathered so far, the first skill of Vertiheal is actually slightly slower, like 0.1 of a second slower, but the second skill is like 0.3 seconds faster. So from what's been gathered, it is actually faster to use this skin over the skateboarder skin for your Triple Ikaru DB12 team. So keep that in mind. Alright, so these two skills are the same. So we're just going to look at Death Blow really quickly. Runs in, uppercuts with the pumpkin full of lollies. Throws up stars. Nothing too exciting, to be honest. Noble Agreement. Nothing too exciting. Cadiz. My precious Cadiz. Doesn't seem to be doing anything special. Not really too sold on these skins. Pretty good marketing gimmick considering it's Halloween. This skin you might use it for your Triple Ikaru team to make it slightly faster. I'm a fan of the Chimeras bonking around, but otherwise, might be a pass for me on these skins here. Alright, next update. Next part of the update is the auto farm. So they did a bit of an update to auto farm. They've now included Dimensional Hole. So you'll see we've got Karzan. You'll have the main area plus the 2A areas that you can farm as well. You'll have Alunia, the main area plus the 2As, and Lumel, the main area and the 2As. So you've got all the farming areas that you could do here. You can set it to auto farm your D-hole energy down now. So that's pretty cool. You can run all 10 times. It's a pretty big update. I actually think it's a really good one. They needed to introduce 2A to D-hole farming. It seemed like the only the next area that seemed to make the most sense for auto runs. So that's a pretty good way to burn out your 2A or your dimensional hole energy. So working on 2As would seem a lot easier now. You can run 10 runs at a time. So you're not always constantly looking at your phone. So enjoy. I think I'm actually pretty happy about this part of the update. It was something that we needed, and I'm glad they've come up with this sooner rather than later, because the auto farm update wasn't that long ago, and they're already looking to give us more aspects of it. So maybe they're drip feeding us aspects of the game that can be auto farmed. So it seemed like, yep, D-hole was the next one they had in mind as well. So I'm kind of glad they've included that. The next upgrade they've done, which is also in the screen, we're just going to wait for a drop, is that now you can actually power up runes and artifacts in this screen. This is something that we've been talking about since the update dropped, and it would have been awesome to see if it was possible for us to upgrade runes in this one screen, because what it allows us now, instead of having to go to the inventory screen to roll runes, we can actually roll them right here. So if you're watching your device do its runs, you can actually sit here now and actually roll your runes while waiting. And look, if you're not wanting to roll your runes because you want to only run it now and then, they've actually also introduced another function. They've introduced to us a power saving feature. So you'll see over here on the screen, it's a bit of a moon, crescent moon and a star. If you actually click that button, it puts your device into power saving mode, which is pretty cool. People have been concerned that if this logo is going to burn into your screen. My advice to you is, firstly, I don't know if it will. Secondly, if you want to try reduce screen burn, I think the best way to do it is by lowering the brightness of your screen, and that should help you out with that. And then if you want to end your power saving mode, you just click anywhere on the screen and it does pop up. I'm only going to do 2 runs here for this example. Let's see if this rune's worth rolling. So as you can see, this rune's not worth rolling, but if you wanted to roll it, hit the power up button and it takes you to the rune power up screen. So you can do your auto power up, pick up where you want to, and then you can choose to sell. So, which has always been there. So you can sell this rune. It's pretty garbage, so we don't need that one. Another way you can set up power saving in other aspects of the game, should you leave your device on, is by going to where your name is. I'm going to bleep out, might skip over this next part so you don't see my details. Click your name. So then the next thing is you would move across to the options screen. So I moved it off account to options. And when you scroll down here, you'll see power saving. So you can actually flick that to on. And now it will say that it will actually put you in power saving mode if you don't touch the screen for 5 minutes. So if you leave your phone to the side while it's farming away, it'll turn on power saving mode automatically for you in 5 minutes. Pretty cool functionality. Yeah, so if you're ever interested to turn on some form of power saving mode, I know Android has its own sort of dimming out effect power saving mode on those devices. Now you can actually set this in your game setup as well. So pretty cool. I'm going to leave mine set to on so I don't keep draining my battery. We'll see how effective they are. Okay, another ring that we can just sell as part of this example. So the next part of the update, it's a very small convenience update, is you can send out social points to everyone on your friends list, even if you're over the cap. Now, before when you used to cap out at like let's say at 2,600 points, social points or the hearts. If you tried sending out 50 more, it'll stop you. It'll only send it out to 40 of your friends, giving you 400 points. And so 10 of your friends miss out on hearts. Now what it does is it sends it out to all your friends. You'll only get 400 points, but all your friends will get their hearts. So it kind of helps your friends out. Doesn't really worry you too much. And pretty small QOL update, but pretty nice. So you don't miss out sending them to all your friends. Okay. Next part is the new building. So if you guys don't know, they also introduced a new building here that you can craft. If you scroll through to the crafting building, go to the bottom, and you see it's an energy extractor. And it'll give you 1 energy for every 12 minutes that it's sitting on your island. You can only craft 1 of these, and it stores up to 60 energy. As such, it'll take you 12 hours to completely fill it up, but it's a 320 energy a day. So you can actually go to the island. You'll see it's over here. I clicked it, and it gave me 14 energy. And it can keep rolling. So the idea maybe, so you don't miss out on it, maybe collect it before you go to bed. Collect it when you wake up in the morning. Or whenever you have a chance to quickly check your island. You have 12-hour periods to collect all that extra energy. I kind of threw my energy above 190 now. So we've got to be farming for a while. But yeah, something that we didn't really expect, but we'll take it. Free 60 energy a day. And this is probably a good sign, good time for me to just say, you know, if you want to buy these sort of buildings, don't go ahead and sell all your crafting materials. You need to save some of these down so you can actually be ready for any of these sort of random drops they give us. So last update what they said to us was these statues now give us extra energy. So you want to craft these as soon as possible. And I know some people went on a frantic chase for materials again. Make sure you're on top of your material farming so you don't have that issue. All right, the next part now is very random updates, right? Very small changes. They made a change to the animations of certain units. For a while there, since one of the recent updates, Gianna's third skill had this weird side-on view which looked pretty cool and everyone was super excited about it. Unfortunately, they've removed those. You'll see the list of units in the update notes. Actually, you know what? We can bring it up. So let's go into here now. You'll see they've fixed the bug fixes at the bottom there. They've fixed up a few of the enemy skills. There's some changes to some of the units. Have a look through. These aren't too big, so I'm just going to skip over it. Bug fixes. They fixed an issue of the event dungeon. So timer on those were wrong. Now they finally fixed it. You know, it's not like we're quite a handful of days into the event. You know, just finally got it fixed. We can move on with that. Fixed an issue of the preview feature of the appearance effect item guild shop not functioning properly. Okay, cool. Didn't know that was an issue, but they've sorted it out. There's new appearance effects now, the mystical energy and vibrant energy for the season 2 of Siege. So that's pretty cool. And at the bottom here, they've also mentioned that we all get 10 energy for free for D-Hole. Circling back to Siege, it doesn't look like there was any change to the reward system for Siege. It is what it is, hasn't changed. But yeah, 10 free energy if you log in before the 18th of October at 3 AM PDT. So make sure you log in, grab your 10 free energy, and enjoy the update. It seems like it's pretty cool. It seems like a pretty big QOL update. Seems pretty nice. So make sure you jump on, get it done. If you guys like this video, make sure you like it. If you have any questions for me, leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you want to see more content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Signing out here, YouTube. Take care and good night.